Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash, and double honor to our teachers, to my teachers, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, who rule and teach well, who taught me the 100% truth of the gospel of the Holy Scriptures, and peace and salutations to the elect that scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth, pushing this truth in sincerity and meekness without wavering, as well as risking their life and freedom to do so. This is your brother Aishiar from the GMS Cleveland Church, and I'm back with another lesson. And Lord willing, it is edifying to one of the Lord's elect. And I had seen this video on my home page, like on my home, it just popped up on my home page. And this is an Israelite camp, as you see, R9, Revelation 9 and 4, I guess. I'm not sure what that means, but it says Israel Rising, New Orleans. And let's see. We're gonna analyze this because you're gonna see a lot of camps coming out of nowhere in these end times. Okay, and as you see, they know the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are the children of the true Israelites. Okay, we're just gonna go through the spirit. Let's go to the oldest video, 7 years ago. So they've been teaching this word for a while now. Let's see what the most popular video is. And as you see, it's what are you clickbait? Okay, I ain't even gonna say. Well, yeah, you can call it clickbait because look at the name of the lesson. Like look how they loudmouth Karen disturbing the peace brings the police. Israeli versus black Israelite. Esau catches a Caesar after hearing the truth. See, this doesn't seem edifying, man. Esau gets angry at the Israelites. Okay, we see we're out here to prophesy the downfall and destruction of the United States of America. We're not here to get views. Okay, we're not here to get money from these things and clickbait and be popular, any of these things, man. But you see a lot of camps that title their lessons after certain things to grasp the whole of the people, man. You people fall for it and you watch it for entertainment. So I'm gonna go through the spirit, and what Lord willing, this is edifying to one of the Lord's elect. All right, so let's check it out.
Slavery, right? What captivity? What that word?
Captivity is.
Well, what is it?
These are
Look it up. Gotcha. So if I look it up in the Greek, what would it tell me? It's not slavery. Like a
captivity.
Yeah.
It's not slavery. It's captivity. It's only this people. Did it possibly cause captivity?
And the first thing that I notice is that these guys have on t-shirt with fringes. Okay, which is not biblical at all. Okay, there's a story of King David and his men went to war. I believe it said they cut their beards. Alright, let's see if I can find that. Yeah, this is it. This is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 10, and verse 1. Okay, because the prophets were sent out to wear garments of sackcloth. Alright, let's look that word up. Sackcloth. Alright. Now, in the book of Revelation, I believe it's the 11th chapter, as you see, 11 and verse 3, and I will give power unto my two witnesses, which is the northern and the southern kingdom, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth, right? 350 years clothed in sackcloth. Prophesy means to pretty much go through the curses, okay? And here in the United States of America. And they will be clothed in sackcloth, all right? So let's go and see what sackcloth is, all right? Because when you look up the word shirt in an etymon, it goes back to the word skirt, okay? Which you know, if you want to be technical, wearing a t-shirt is pretty much cross-dressing. All right. So sack. Well, it says a garment of the like material and clinging to the person like sack, which was wont to be worn by mourners, penitents, suppliants, and also by those who, like the Hebrew prophets, lead an austere life. So let's look up this word sackcloth in a dictionary. Alright. Sackcloth. Cloth made of black goat's hair, coarse, rough, and thick, used for sacks, also by mourners, also worn by mourners. Alright. Let's see what else it says in here. Alright. It doesn't really give much. Let's see if I can find one more. Alright, so let's look it up on the internet. See, this is a sackcloth. This is what the prophets will be wearing. Okay, they will be wearing it down to the foot, like Yahushua wore a garment down to the foot. Okay, so let's go back to 2 Samuel chapter 10 and verse. Come on, my Wi-Fi is acting super slow, man. 2 Samuel chapter 10 verse 1. And it came to pass after this that the king of the children of Ammon died, and Hanun his son reigned in his stead. Then David said, I will shew kindness unto Hanun, the son of Nahash, as his father shewed kindness unto me. And David sent to comfort him by the hand of his servants for his father. And David's servants came into the land of the children of Ammon. And the princes of the children of Ammon said unto Hanun their lord, Thinkest thou that David doth honor thy father, that he hath sent comforters unto thee? Hath not David rather sent his servants unto thee to search the city, and to spy it out, and to overthrow it? Wherefore Hanun took David's servants, and shaved off the one half of their beards, and cut off their garments in the middle, even to their buttocks, and sent them away. So, when you cut off a garment, okay, and you cut it in the middle, it hangs above your butt cheeks, man, your buttocks, your waist, okay, showing you that Israelites, specifically the men, okay, were to wear where they were wearing garments down to the foot. Okay, see, this is not biblical, man. This is something that's this is called modern Israelite customs. Okay, this is not ancient Israelite custom. This is a modern thing. Okay, Israelites try to make it seem cool by wearing these things, but this is not biblical. Once again, we're gonna keep playing.
Well, that's what it's called.
These days, Romans, we're talking about old Roman.
Okay. What was the New Testament written in? Roman or Greek? It's written in Greek. Sure.
And look at probably.
So hold on.
Well, the New Testament was written in Hebrew, but it was translated to the Greeks. So the Israelites, under that was claiming to be Greeks, could understand what was written. Okay, because our people are they took on the customs of the Greeks. Okay, that's why it was translated into the Greek. But the New Testament was written, okay, in Hebrew. Okay.
I got you, but if I pull it up, it's going to say that it's written in Greek. So I mean, either you're right or
You're talking about the customer. I see when they actually.
this is written way before. It was written way before.
Which one are you actually reading this now?
We're reading the King James version, but we can read it.
Okay, so
So what version would you like? Which one would you like? To read the same.
that depends on what person must be between the Torah or
Hold on, what's it? That one?
Torah or I'm not Palestine. I am not with anything. It's a certain version of the Bible that each person actually wants to read.
That's why I was asking you, which one would you like? Because I can read any one of them. It's going to say the same thing.
Mine would be.
See, this is not edifying. All right, this is not edifying, man. We're supposed to go out there and prophesy. Okay, as Paul said in 1 Corinthians, the 14th chapter. All right, let's get that. All right, we're not out here to debate the scriptures or any of that nonsense. Okay, because it's not going to get anywhere, as you see. It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14 and verse 1. It says, "Follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may prophesy." So that's the thing. We're out here to prophesy, to speak. Okay, to say before. And what did we say before? The things that's going to happen to the United States of America. Okay. "For he that speaketh in an unknown tongue speaketh not unto men, but unto the Most High. For no man understandeth him. Howbeit in the spirit he speaketh mysteries. But he that prophesieth speaketh unto men to edification and exhortation and comfort." And this, what you see, is not any of those things that Paul said. Edification, exhortation, or comfort. This is just vain. Alright, we know, okay, we are the elect, Lord willing, we are that number. We know, we passed this, man. Okay, this is why Apostle Tahar says, go into prophecy and drown these Christians, man. And this guy doesn't claim to be a Christian, so what are you even talking to this guy for, man? It's a waste of time. It says, "He that is ignorant, let him be ignorant still." Let this man go about his business and teach the elect, man.
Would be for the King James version. I have a few Bibles.
Which one is before it?
Which one?
Yeah.
No.
Bishop's Bible?
There's no Bishop Bible.
So they didn't have a Bishop's Bible?
The Bishop Bible is a version of the set Bible for most bishops or practice.
No, well, who wrote it? Who wrote it?
I got something to say.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me finish with this guy. I'm just trying to figure out what Bible version would you prefer to read this scripture? The Torah is just the Old Testament, but that's what I'm trying to figure out. Which version?
That's what I'm trying to figure out if anybody is practice between the version or the new version.
And another thing I noticed is that these guys are not in the chief place of concourse. Okay, we are commanded to go into the chief place of concourse. All right, let's look that up. Concourse. Right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, and verse 20. "Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse. In the openings of the gate in the city she uttereth her words, saying." Right, the chief place of concourse. As you see, this looks like a Jake neighborhood, okay? Okay, we're not supposed to be in the hood teaching this truth, okay? We're not supposed to be like in Cleveland. You're not supposed to be on 30th or on Cedar, okay? We're supposed to be in the midst of the marketplace, okay? Teaching, okay? Looking for the elect, because the elect are not going to only look like Blacks, Hispanics, and Seminole Native American Indians. They're gonna look like all the nations. That's why the Lord commanded us to go out in the chief place of concourse, because you're gonna have a variety of nations of people walking up and down the street, and some are gonna cling unto the word. Okay, this guy right here, okay, this man's he's not an elect, man. All right, you're wasting your time. R94 Israel Rising New Orleans. You're wasting your time, man. All right.
New version, the Old Testament, more than New Testament. Every Bible always has certain people practicing everything between.
Give me Isaiah chapter 14. Then. Let's say that Isaiah, because that's the Torah. Oh, the Tanakh, right? Let's read that.
All right. The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1.
Break this down, because it's the same thing. It's gonna say the same thing without
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
Jacob. He said the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
You're not going to trust me about this.
I'm trying to figure out if we're on the same page. I mean, nothing to...
See, send this guy up the street, man. All right? Send him up the street. This is a waste of time, man. I'm sitting here, hey, when people come up to the line and, you know, and they're not getting it, I kind of get irritated, man. All right? Cause it's like, what are you up here for? Okay, if you're not denouncing Christianity and acknowledging that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is the true name and power, okay, walk up the street, man. All right, we're not about to spend minutes, half an hour, or even we're not gonna spend our time trying to convert you, man. Get it? We're not gonna beat this into your brain, man. You either get it or you don't.
I'm not trying to trick you. I'm just trying to make sure I'm
How
talking.
about this other one? We have killing on the toilet, looking down the smells. The actual word going down.
Okay. Well, let's just deal with what I'm asking you, friends. It's actually you're a priest, right?
Was.
Or you was a priest.
Still.
Got you. So you was or you still? Which one is not
Not
the
now.
Please read that.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Well, the strangers, if you don't know, are the other nations. Israel.
Wrong. You're wrong. All right. We just went over this after camp. The elder Kamathia, he asked us, what is the nations? Well, how do you say strangers in Hebrew? Okay, because there's two words. You got gar and nakar. And we're going to look into Isaiah 14 and 1. All right? Because this is what a lot of camps break down wrong. Okay? This is the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, all 12 tribes, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. That stranger is talking about Israelite foreigners, man. It's not talking about the heathen nations, man. That's not the correct breakdown. Okay. See, when you go into this word strangers, is gar. It says sojourner, a temporary inhabitant, a newcomer lacking inherited rights, of foreigners in Israel, though conceded rights. And that foreigners is talking about the Israelite foreigners, man. Okay, those that are it's called what is it called? A proselyte, a newcomer. Okay, a newly converted Israelite that has fully repented and put off the ways of their captivities. Okay, and came back to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. It's not talking about the heathens, man. Okay. See, we're not going to be joined. The heathens are not going to be joined with us, and they're not going to cleave to the house of Jacob, man. Okay. See, so this guy's completely wrong. All right, let's play that back.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Well, the strangers, if you don't know, are the other nations. Israel is going to put back in the land, and other nations going to be joined with them. Go ahead.
And they shall flee.
Wrong. They're not going to be joined with us. All right, let's look up that word join. All right. To join, to be joined, to join oneself to. So you pretty much saying they're going to be joined together means if two walk together except they be agreed. So you believe that we're going to be on one accord with the heathens, man? No. Okay, no, man. We're not, the heathens are not going to submit to us. Well, they're going to submit, but you think they're not going to? They're just going to not put up a? Come on, man. Like, these guys are bugged out, man. It says the stranger shall be joined with them. Meaning what? Okay, it's talking about the Israelite foreigners, man. Okay, there's no way around that. Okay, the strangers, the Israelite foreigners are going to be joined with the elect of the nation of Israel, man. Okay, and they're going to cleave to the house of Jacob. Why? Because they had 100% truth. Okay, the heathens don't acknowledge the truth, man. Okay, and if they do, they're not a heathen, man. All right. So this guy's completely wrong, man.
Cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them. Shall possess them.
Hold on.
The captivity.
And bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them. Shall possess them.
They go into captivity
In the land of the Lord for service.
What those people
for service and handmaiden.
Right, and now when you read verse 2, it's talking about what? It's talking about the heathens. Okay, they're gonna be servants and handmaids, man. So this camp is bugged out, man. All right, this is not the truth, man.
And they're gonna do what?
And they shall take them captive,
which means captivity.
who challenge their word, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
That's right. That's exactly.
No.
So what do you think about
This
this?
is see the actual argument.
No, I didn't. I started the argument. I misconceived it when I started the argument because I asked you about in Romans 13, 9 and 10. I started.
See, we don't start arguments out there, man. See, the scriptures talk about some teach a good will, some from strife and contention. See, we don't look for strife and contention. We're out there teaching it in goodwill, man. Okay, fishing for the elect. Okay, this guy's looking for. It seems like he's looking for attention, because a lot of Israelites coming in this thing, and they see the power that this word brings. Okay, and they you know, and it puffs them up. Okay.
How do I misunderstand the argument when I started the argument? I asked you the question. So I was asking you a question and you said you had an issue with Revelation 13. So I went to right. So that's why I'm asking what's your interpretation.
My interpretation? Somebody's at war there.
This is the prophecy.
It is not.
Hold on. Go back to Isaiah 14.
It is not a prophecy. It is not anything. It's a miscommunication.
Well, good. Well,
that's just that those people had a certain understanding amongst themselves.
See, once he didn't get it, it's time to move on, man. All right, we're not about to go back and forth with you about this at all, man. All right, you either get it or you don't. And once again, R9-4, Israel, Rising, New Orleans, your breakdown of Isaiah 14:1 is completely wrong, man. All right, once again, the strangers is talking about the Israelite foreigners, man. All right.
Got you.
They were at war with each other.
Well, if it's not
responsible. Other than that, there was absolutely nothing.
Read it again. Watch this. Because you got to explain this.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them.
That's a certain nation of people
In the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captive.
And this guy has a Freemason symbol around his neck. All right. So you know he's definitely not going for it. He's not. Just, hey, after a certain point in time, send his ass out the street, man. All right. You should, as Israelites, specifically those with eye salve and discernment, you should know from a mile away if a motherfucker can get it or not, man. And he obviously, once again, does not get it, man. All right. He told look at his neck, man. He's complete contrary to what you're preaching. All right. And at the end of the day, he's an Edomite. So why are you teaching to this guy, man? Tell him America's gonna be destroyed. You're an Edomite and you're going into captivity, man. Point blank, period. All right. That's why in Revelation 11 it says, measure the temple within. Okay. Talking about the Israelites starting with the elect. Okay. And the temple without is talking about the heathens. Don't tell it. You don't get a complete deep breakdown to the heathens, man. Tell them you're a heathen. You're going into captivity. Period. Point blank, man. All right. What these guys are doing is you're speaking to a deaf adder that stopped at their ear, man. All right.
Who captures their word?
See,
when did Jacob? I got you. When did that happen? I asked you who was Jacob.
That has nothing to do with anything Jacob. The question is, my question was, who was Jacob? So why this verse came about in the first place?
About to show you. You asked a good question. About to ask. Genesis chapter 32, verse 27.
That's the book of Genesis, chapter 32, and verse 27. And he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob.
Still not answering the
And
question.
he said,
And I'm answering. Go ahead.
and he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel.
What?
Jacob
But
was not
Israel.
Israel.
Hold on.
Jacob is not Jesus, he never was Israel.
Read that from the top.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, this is nothing but clickbait, man. All right, R9 Israel rising New Orleans, man. You're going off, man. All right, from the garments, not even the garments, from the T-shirt with fringes, to post it up at the corner store in the hood, to breaking down Isaiah 14:1, man. The strangers are the Israelite foreigners, man. Okay, so I'm gonna close out. Lord willing, this is edifying to one of the Lord's elect. Give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, and double honor to my teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Kwam Yashar Allah Shalom, Wa Abba Babah.